A man walks into a pub. He orders a whiskey and it's a nice day, so he goes outside to sit on the bench in front and enjoy it. As he's sitting there, a nun walks by. She tuts loudly and says, "Ah, would you look at him, drinking the devil's whiskey." The man looks up and he says, "It's not devil's, it's just whiskey." The nun says, "Ah, but it's evil and sinful." The man says, "How do you know? Have you ever had any whiskey?" The nun says, "Have I? I have never had any whiskey, but the Mother Superior and all my sisters told me how evil it is." The man says, "And have they ever had any whiskey?" Well, it goes back and forth like this for a bit, until the man says, "I'll tell you what, you have some whiskey, and then you can tell me." The nun says, "Ah, well, all right then, but I mustn't be seen drinking outside a public house. Could you get them to bring it out in a teacup?" The man stands up, goes inside, and he orders 2 whiskies. "Oh, and by the way," he says, "can you put one of them in a teacup?" The barman rolls his eyes and says, "Is that flaming nun outside again?" A man walks into a pub, sits down at the bar and orders a drink, but the barman shakes his head and says, "I'm sorry, sir, I'm afraid you seem rather drunk to me. I don't think I can serve you." And the fella gets up and leaves. 2 minutes later, he's back in again, sits down at the bar, orders another drink. The barman says, "No, sir, I'm afraid I can't serve you because you're already very drunk. Afraid you're going to have to leave." So the fella gets up and leaves again. 2 minutes later, he comes in, sits down at the bar, orders another drink. The barman's quite cross by now. He says, "Sir, I've explained to you twice that you are too drunk and I cannot serve you." The fella looks up blearily at the barman and says, "How many of these pubs do you work in?" A man walks into a pub. He goes to the bathroom. When he comes out, he has a word with the barman. "Here," he says, "you've got a really nice place here. But my friend was in here last night and he said you had golden urinals. Where are they? I'd love to see them." The barman turns to the band and shouts out, "Oi, Frank, I think I know what happened to your saxophone."